In the quiet corners of your life, danger often wears a smile. It doesn't roar, it whispers. It's not an obvious enemy, but the confidant who seems so nice, the person who offers comfort while quietly unraveling you from the inside out. You feel confused and guilty, but can't pinpoint why. The psychoanalyst Carl Jung warned us about this. He taught that the most dangerous threats are hidden behind masks of normalcy. They mirror your dreams and promise safety, all while hiding a shadow that feeds on your trust. The real threat is the person who never truly shows their face. Tonight, we're unmasking 6 of these smiling predators, manipulative archetypes inspired by Jung's work that can quietly destroy you. To understand how this works, we need 2 key Jungian ideas: the persona and the shadow. The persona is the social mask we all wear to fit in the polished, agreeable version of ourselves we show the world. The shadow is the opposite. Everything we repress, our insecurities, messy impulses, and desires we deem bad. Jung taught that if we don't confront our own shadow, it doesn't disappear. It seeps out and gets projected onto others, learning to wear the persona as a perfect disguise. This is how a smiling manipulator is born. Their charm is a weapon, their helpfulness is a cage, and their smile is a strategy to consume others. Let's look at the first face. First is the overly helpful caregiver. This person rushes in to solve your problems, offering endless support and saying, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it." But their help isn't a gift, it's a debt. Soon, you feel a heavy sense of obligation. Every favor is an unwritten IOU. The moment you seek independence, they guilt you with. After everything I've done for you, they don't want to empower you, they want to make you dependent, ensuring you'll always need them. To protect yourself, distinguish genuine support from transactional control. Set firm boundaries. Learn to say, "Thank you, but I've got this." It will feel awkward, and they may use guilt trips, but reclaiming your autonomy is vital. Taking back your problems is the first step to taking back your power. Next is the charming mirror. Meeting them feels like fate. They love everything you love and share your deepest opinions, reflecting your best self back at you. This intense flattery is a classic love-bombing tactic. But you're not falling for a person, you're falling for a reflection. Their personality is a collection of traits borrowed just to win you over. The danger is that their actions rarely match their words. When their need for admiration clashes with your needs, or when they find a new target, the mirror shatters. You're left confused and empty, realizing it was never about you. To spot them, search for the real person underneath the flattery. Ask about their passions and history. You'll often get vague answers. Slow things down. Real connection takes time. Demand a real person, not a perfect reflection. The third face is the chronic victim. They move through life with a smile of sad resignation, where nothing is ever their fault. They draw you in with stories of being wronged, positioning you as their rescuer. But helping a chronic victim is like filling a bucket with a hole in it. They don't want solutions, they want an audience. Soon you become their emotional caretaker, and your own problems feel insignificant. You're responsible for their happiness, and when you can't fix them, you're just another person who let them down. To handle this, stop playing the savior. You can't rescue someone committed to their narrative of suffering. Notice the pattern. In every story, they are blameless, gently refuse to carry their burden. You can show compassion by saying, "That sounds tough. What do you think you'll do?" This puts the responsibility back on them. Protect your energy. Their helplessness is their source of power. Fourth is the passive-aggressive enabler. This person smiles while delivering backhanded compliments or helpful advice designed to make you doubt yourself. They use cruel humor disguised as just joking to poke at your insecurities. They'll say things like, "Oh, I love how confident you are to wear that." The words are sugar-coated, but the pill underneath is poison. This is a form of gaslighting designed to make you question your reality. You start feeling too sensitive as their subtle digs chip away at your self-esteem. They want you insecure because it makes you easier to control. The solution is to trust your gut. If a comment feels bad, it was meant to. Call it out calmly and directly. Ask, "What do you mean by that?" This removes their plausible deniability. When you hold your ground, you show them their attacks no longer work. The fifth face is the secret competitor. To your face, they're your biggest fan, celebrating your wins. But behind the scenes, they're in a silent competition with you. They don't see your success as a joy, but as an attack on their ego. They constantly compare and one-up you. Being around them is draining. Your achievements are subtly minimized and you feel constantly measured and judged. You start hesitating to share good news because you know their smile won't be genuine. Their friendship only works as long as they feel they have the upper hand. To handle this, pay more attention to their actions than their words. A real friend's joy is genuine. The solution isn't a confrontation, which they'll deny, but distance. Slowly reduce their access to your life and your victories. Share your success with people who truly care about you. Finally, perhaps the most dangerous face, the empathic controller. This person seems to understand you better than you understand yourself. They listen with incredible intensity, making you feel completely validated. But they use their high emotional intelligence not to connect, but to control. They'll say things like, "I know you're feeling anxious, so you need to let me handle this." They use your own emotions as a weapon against you. Your feelings a catalog to manipulate your decisions later. You feel deeply understood, but also trapped. If you disagree, they'll suggest your emotions are clouding your judgment. Over time, you lose trust in your own emotional compass. To disarm them, remember that true empathy respects your autonomy. Re-establish authority over your own feelings. When they tell you what you're feeling, respond with, "I appreciate that, but I'm the expert on how I feel. and I'll decide what to do. This breaks the cycle of control. So why do we fall for these manipulators? Jung's work suggests it's because they prey on our own unacknowledged needs, our own shadow. The overly helpful caregiver appeals to our desire to be rescued. The charming mirror seduces the part of us desperate to be seen. The chronic victim activates our inner hero complex. These smiling faces gain power by hooking into the parts of ourselves we haven't made conscious. The danger isn't just what they do to us, it's what they reveal about the work we need to do on ourselves. Recognizing these patterns in others is the first step, but recognizing the vulnerabilities they trigger in us is the path to real freedom. Becoming aware of these 6 faces isn't about becoming cynical. It's about becoming wiser, learning the difference between a smile that offers warmth and one that hides a motive. The goal, inspired by Jung, isn't to live in a world free of shadows, but to integrate our own so we can no longer be manipulated by the darkness in others. True self-knowledge is your greatest shield. Which of these smiling faces have you encountered? Sharing your story in the comments can validate others who felt dismantled by these silent manipulators. If this video brought you clarity, consider subscribing and clicking the bell. We're dedicated to exploring human psychology to help you navigate your world with more wisdom and confidence.